Hey, my name is TyleP126, and welcome to a new series I'm doing now called the Why I Love and or Hate series, where I review games, and very rarely, but sometimes hardware. Today, I'm reviewing Boneworks, a single-player VR game made by Stress Level Zero, and in my opinion, is the best VR game I have ever played. The first thing I want to mention is gameplay. Now, while most gunplay in VR games are either really similar or the same, Boneworks is different. What makes Boneworks so different is the mechanics in the game, which are non-existent in every other VR game. Everything in the game you can touch or do something with, and the physics are almost lifelike. Everything gameplay related is done perfectly, and the way you fight in this game is also up to you. You want to go melee only? Go right ahead. Or want to use a specific pistol or an assault rifle? Go ahead. Boneworks is great at giving you different ways to play the game, while still making it as fun as possible. The levels in this game are also all great, with hidden items hidden in great spots, and there wasn't one moment where I thought, this was a repetitive level. The shop in the game also, which you can buy weapons from, was great, and while I didn't use it too often due to the lack of ammo, which is the currency for the shops, I do think it was important to have and was well placed, with it being there when you die, as well as when you finish a level. This game also has some puzzles and requires you to think sometimes, just as, how do I get past this turret? Maybe there's another way to go behind it. Or maybe I can use the vents to get past it. Boneworks is great at giving you the opportunity to get past levels your own way, at your own pace. My next topic is the story. Now this game's story is, well, admittedly mediocre, and sort of confusing, which is disappointing for me, as I was hoping the story would be a little more refined. The premise of the game was great, but I feel as the game went on, the story got kinda lost and confusing. And for a VR game, while gameplay is great, a good story is also important, which Boneworks lacks. Furthermore, my next topic is on the OST of the game, or what's mainly called the soundtrack. Boneworks' OST is amazing, but when you're playing the game, at least for me, I didn't notice the soundtrack that much. Yet when you're actually listening to it, it is a great OST. Every song fits for what part of the game you're in, and there isn't a moment where I thought this song didn't work here, or this section doesn't fit the current song plan. It was always a great experience, and I can't think of a moment where the soundtrack was awful to listen to. My next point is replayability. This game has lots of replayability. Secret rooms to find more levels, to unlock more guns, and many more, on top of the arena mode in the game, which lets you fight every enemy in the game. Boneworks excels at replayability, and with tons of things to do and explore and find that you didn't get on your first playthrough. My next point comes down to price, which in my opinion is totally worth it. For $34, there's enough variety in the game and replayability that makes it worth the cost, and gives you more than enough playtime to make up for it. My next and final reason to why I love this game is the open world aspect. This game excels at that, with so many places to go and tons of secrets to find, which I mentioned earlier twice in the review. The game's open world aspect is great. To find guns, ammo, lore even, and if you want to explore the city in this game, which is called MythOS, it's great. In conclusion, Boneworks is the best VR game I ever played, and excels at its gameplay and open world aspects, and also has great levels that never get boring or repetitive and can be finished in your own way and pacing, but is dragged down by its mediocre and confusing story that seems to fall apart halfway through the game. I give Boneworks an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching today's review, and if you enjoyed these types of videos, please let me know, as I'm always trying to improve my content. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.